The girl would always let the coin slip from her hand on purpose when she bought a drink. She would then pretend to squat down to look for the coins, trying to scare the little ghosts hiding under the vending machine. These ghosts were naturally timid and not aggressive at all. When they were discovered by humans, they could only run away in fear. So the girl had a bold idea, to take the little ghost home as a pet. Then, the girl deliberately rolled the coin under the machine and threw it again toward the alley where the ghost had disappeared. But soon she regretted it because the ghost's father was actually in the alley. The girl was very scared, but she had to try to stay calm and pretend she was going to pick up the coin. Just at that moment, the ghost's hand suddenly slapped beside the coin. It was testing the girl. The girl was trembling with fear and couldn't pick up the coin at all. Fortunately, a crow suddenly appeared and carried the coin away. The girl quickly got up and ran after the crow, trembling all over. But ever since the girl awakened her ability, she found more and more ghosts appearing around her. Even while having breakfast at home, a huge ghost would appear in front of her, trying to get her attention. However, her family couldn't see the ghost at all. The girl had to pretend she saw nothing. Worried that the ghost might hurt her, she sat down to eat as if everything was normal. At this time, her mother noticed that something was wrong with the girl. The girl concealed everything and said she just had a little stomachache. But as the family was talking, no one paid attention to the father. It was as if he didn't exist at all. The girl didn't say a word either. She was trembling with fear and her mouth kept twitching involuntarily. Then the girl suddenly stood up and said she couldn't eat breakfast because her stomach really hurt. After her brother finished breakfast, they both got ready to go to school. Their parents told the girl to be careful on the way. Just at that moment, the girl suddenly turned her head. The father asked if she had forgotten something, but the girl ignored him and went to the kitchen. She took out a pudding and then walked into a room, placing the pudding on the table. To everyone's surprise, what was on the table was actually the father's memorial tablet. The father watched all this from behind the girl and smiled with relief. It turned out that the girl's father had already passed away. She was afraid of the ghosts around her father, so even though she could see him, she dared not acknowledge him. However, the girl was already very content to see her father in this way.